but now the rules have changed. So each school is responsible for their own live stream, so other schools can't come in
So
anymore.
I'll have to go.
We can go, but we have to ask first though.
Right, right.
But
So I can watch last night's game on Superintendent. I'll try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get. Finally, I
But
gave
they
up.
were having difficulties too with their internet.
it was lagging.
It kept
Yeah.
I just have to go, I guess. But I don't like
the drive.
so, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's in Miller, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can jump in with somebody.
Yeah, and they're taking it back.
Yeah. Then I have to drive over.
Then I still have to drive.
It's about 3 hours away. Because here's a couple hours and then it's up north of here. Yeah, 135 miles. Yep. Almost anywhere.
Go check it out.
Well, I think it's from it's still going to be taking it from where we are now. Still, if you put it in position, it's still
That's good.
it's an hour and a half,
1, 2.
I don't want to do
I just thought this is a good century.
Because I can
the opener.
Yeah.
as always here at St. Francis. It's an honor to be here. What we're going to be doing here this evening is time to honor our Region 7 boys basketball champions here. So how about before we begin, how about letting me know you're here with us and we're going to celebrate this evening in a very good way. So let me hear your war whoop or your shrill before we begin. We're going to be starting our welcome of the players as soon as they get the high sign over there. Our cheerleaders are sitting right here. We're going to be going over to the drum group Red League. And what we're going to do is we're going to come around like always. We're always moving in a clockwise rotation. So there's basketball players, the coaches, everybody's going to come. We're going to come here, come this way, and then they're going to get in front here, and then we're going to start our agenda. So maybe some of you are hungry. I know they had said we're going to eat at 5, but we're going to eat afterwards. Because the louder you cheer, the hungrier you're going to get. How many of you went to the basketball game yesterday? That was a good one. We got some basketball players, old cheerleaders right here. Ease. I was just sharing with some of the guys here that our tribal chairwoman here, her and I went to school here at St. Francis Indian School here. And matter of fact, as I speak, she was our cheerleader at that time. And we had a good season that year as well. The only downfall for us guys back in 1974, you see these banners on the wall, is we went to region, and in overtime, it was really good. St. Francis, they did really good. They won the game here in overtime. Those are really barn burners, what they call it. And so when I was a senior in high school, we went to regions and we got beat by 1 point, 76-77 to go to state. Yeah. And our center had 2 free throws. All he had to do was make one of them, and he missed both of them. So, but we finished the season back then, season of 26-2 that year. So we had a good team that year, and I'm honored to be here tonight to speak for these boys that are coming in. It's been a long, long time. I won't tell you how long, right, Kathy? Yeah, we won't. And then I know that Danny played here too, and Danny was a cheerleader, basketball player, all the time. I know Georgia was here as well. So like I said, these 3 right here, we need one more. We'll have the Indian version of Mount Rushmore. But tonight, as we get ready here, I'm going to explain the song that the drum group's going to be using. And in our culture, we have all kinds of songs. We have cross-country songs, we have basketball songs, we have baseball songs, and I've been very fortunate that I had good teachers. My father, my uncles before us, and then today my boys, my sons, and my brothers were still carrying those songs as need be. So tonight, the song that they're going to share, so that you know what they're saying, because a lot of times, a lot of our relatives here in Roseville and elsewhere that don't speak the language, they think that it's a lot of heas and the huelos and the pelos, but there's a lot of story behind these songs that we share. So this song they're going to be sharing tonight says, Kapshkata Iwa. There's going to be a ball game that's going to start, they say. So I pick up my ball and I'm ready to play. Lakota Hokshila. Take courage, be active, for there are many people that come to see you. So that's the song that they're going to be sharing, so you can get a little bit of a history of this song that they're going to be rendering. So whenever we get the high sign, we're going to ask all of you beautiful relatives that are here to stand in honor of our champions here tonight. And like I said, it's a Sunday evening, but what a beautiful day that the Creator gave us to be able to celebrate in a beautiful way this evening before you all eat. So whenever we're ready, Trevor or somebody over there, let me know what's going on. And then I think we were waiting for a few people, right? Are we ready? Oh, hi, we're going to ask all of you to stand as we go over to the drum group to bring in our basketball champions, Region 7. Red League. Danny thank the school for allowing me to be your master of ceremonies this evening, as well as I guess I was asked to offer the prayer. She said, "You're going to be doing it." And I'm like, "Oh wow." Had I known that, I would have put my ribbon shirt on. But if you'll bear with me, friends and relatives, this evening we come together in a beautiful way to celebrate these champions standing before you. And we're going to pray for each and every one of you that are here as family, relatives, supporters, schoolmates, whatever you may be, to these young men and the young women that are over there to make this day possible. We're going to offer a prayer for each and every one of you. And I'm going to ask all of you to open up your mind and your heart and pray with me, for when we come together like this with one mind, we're able to not only help ourselves, but many relatives that still need prayers, still need healing, still need strength, need the guidance, and the understanding foremost. So as I offer this prayer, I'm going to ask you to pray with me. Oče tukashla magata na keki. Ampetu kele niu atuhina shipina. Oče ke wangina imoni shapi doka. Katia doka wa makashlo hape ukiri chapo. Ina leche tukagi tapo. Koshkala ka na mi koshkala ka. Odapie me mea hiu nashi pikele ni yohila. Ampetu kele wo yoni ha wa ichukko pikdoka na aicha kitana. Lena mashini kashnash te echa kakakayo na wash na kewe chakko. Some kashla wo ke. Wo sme wa kichua pikele tumahel. Ilan na oichakayo. Na magata kashla humku at kuku kushiku. Na ne lek shitku na ishkuitu na ishbina otaku hinashku na ni yohilangisham. Aichakitana. We chose in a walk, in a walk, like in a wash, like in a aichakitakayo. Ampetu jona laki ake. We all have got that kecha ake umani wagaga pina keshtata pikdokala. Na aichakitana. Daku nishiti kishnikala na oichakayo. Pecho pisalek datu ke hodi chapalo. Wopila ukeni chapi ampetu luta umayaku pikale. This evening we come forth again to share this beautiful evening through prayer with all the relatives that are here. Gosh, look down upon all these young men and these young women that are gathered here in front of us. We ask for gosh, that in a few days they're going to be making another journey, another step, a milestone in their lives, young lives here at St. Francis Indian School. We ask that you bless that day, bless tomorrow and the day that's coming, that you may take care of them in a good way, that there may be no injuries, but that they may play well again, that they may bring back that winning award that we all seek that they do. Gosh, Lord, we ask that you touch them and give them help, guidance, understanding, strength to gosh, Lord. We ask all the relatives that are sitting in the bleachers tonight, to gosh, Lord, for them to do as well, that you touch each and every one of their homes and families that support these kids. And over here, we have all our relatives that are standing here, our tribal chairwoman, our superintendent, our school board members, the coaches, and also the cheerleading coach. Gosh, Lord, we ask that you look down upon each and everybody that comes into this building in a good way, that you may get healing, that you may get strength like that. And we thank the singers that are here with us sharing these beautiful songs like that. Gosh, Lord, we pray for those that are unfortunate tonight through mourning, through illnesses. We ask that you touch them, heal them, and give them comfort, strengthen their heart like that. Gosh, Lord, we pray for all of our elders that are still here with us at this school. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you our superintendent of St. Francis Indian School here again to come in. Go ahead, you all can sit down. And she's going to be doing the welcome, the acknowledgement. So at this time, Danny, here you are. You got the floor.
Thank you very much. When the community was, requested that we do this, it's really amazing how the school and the community and the people come together so quick. We were able to get a meal, we were able to get desserts, we were able to get Pat, because Pat's really a long-time supporter of St. Francis and his drum group. In order to do things like that, it takes a lot of people, and we have a lot of good people in the stand. When something happens at St. Francis, we all go together, and that's really good. But we're here today to honor these gentlemen and these young ladies and their moderators and coaches and the AD. When Trevor came to interview, really young, nice young man, and he had a vision, he had a goal for what we were going to do here at athletics. And I'm really proud to say that he came with
say thank you to all the parents for coming out to support. Thank you to the boys. When I started this position, these guys were freshmen, and now they're seniors. So it's been an enjoyable ride with our seniors, seeing their growth. Additional players, Roger, among you guys, seeing the work, the dedication throughout the summer, that's the last couple of days. It's wanting them to succeed and win, overall win. As competitors, that's the number one thing to get. We want to win, but also, understanding what wins mean. When people try to do it, you should try to guys just win all teamwork. I feel like win all with the transition, we start winning off. So I want to give these guys a big shout out because they dedicated themselves, pushed themselves, and again, they get the message of the young brothers, live, the energy they have together. I'm very proud of these guys. We're one more game away from our overall goal. So, let's come together as a community, as a school. Just have to really go out there and do stuff.
Thank you, Chairman. All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, this evening again, where I'm very honored to be standing here in front of each and every one of you, but foremost, beside all the young players and cheerleaders that are sitting over here. So first of all, let's welcome this evening our cheerleader and the coach at this time. I'd like to introduce you. Lacey Brokenley. Lacey, stand up to be acknowledged. All right. Wapali Moro. Shane De Leon. Jordan Long. Estelle Rodriguez. Myra Briggs. And also want to mention Shania Spotcap. And also the cheerleading coach this year for St. Francis Indian School is none other than my sister, Elda Badhand. Yeah, Elda's been selected because she's just as loud as these young girls, right? So welcome to St. Francis cheerleading squad. At this time, we're going to be introducing to you our Region 7 basketball champions, one by one, as I call their name, stand and be recognized. First of all, wearing number 3, Ethan Spotted-Tail. Number 2, Luke Marshall. Number 15, Ashton Spotted-Tail. Number 11, Mackenzie White. Number 10, Josh Leon. Number 0, John Dunhammer. Number 24, Ty Ranja Pastor. Number 1, Kenyon McCloskey. Number 23, Jordan Larrabee. Also wearing number 5, Jeremy Donner Jr. Number 13, Jeffrey Rodriguez. Number 42, Michael Rogers. Number number 25, Roger Roper III. Also, your coaches, would like to acknowledge your head coach, Mr. Clyde Whoa. Also, the assistant coach, Drew Espinoza. Also acknowledging our assistant coach here, Josh Ironshaw. And none other than the one that just spoke, the athletic director of St. Francis Indian School, Trevor Robinson. Big one of your champions this evening, ladies and gentlemen. May you have a good rest of their season. It's not over yet. Like a lot of them say, it's not over till that big lady sings, right? Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, go sit down. Because the next speaker is going to probably take about an hour. So for those of you that are hungry, be patient as I turn the microphone over to our tribal chairwoman here, Kathy Woodknight, to share some good words.
I want to greet you all with a good heart and a handshake. As many of you know, I grew up here in St. Francis, and all through school, I was an athlete. I was in every sport you can think of, and I was also a cheerleader. When I look up at the banners that are on the wall, from 1970 to 1974, I was a cheerleader, and got to cheer for Pat here and there, as he mentioned. But as I look around at you, the players, the cheerleaders, the families, and the audience, I wanted to remind all these young men and young ladies that not only your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents were a part of the school at one point in time. And I'm really proud of you. As Pat has said, as Danny has said, it takes all of us to be one, to have that unity. When I was in sports, it was hard. You have to be dedicated. You have to be committed. You have struggles. All through school, I can always remember having to get up early, stay late. My mom worked here at the school. A lot of you might remember Isabel Young. And she was always supportive of me. She worked up in the swing room, and she watched me out of the swing room window or out of the laundry as I ran track. She came to the games. I don't know if you remember her and Marie Emery used to sit at the door and sell tickets as you came in. But today I want to encourage all of you to keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes it's hard and we want to give up. You've come a long way. And that unity you have as a team, my coach always said there's no I in team. And you know that you hear that a lot. But the unity you have to become one, that's what helps you win. Don't ever give up. Don't ever let anyone discourage you. What you do from day to day, it reflects on your future. Being in sports, you know, you have to be a team player. You have to be able to work together as one, as you've heard. And that goes forward into your adult life with you. What you learn in sports is a part of life. You always have to remember, don't let anyone discourage you. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like you haven't accomplished anything. No matter how big or small, it means a lot. Whatever you do in life, with your sports, when you go on to college, whatever you do, when you become parents, all of this has a significant meaning. What you're doing now is you're learning to work together as one. Working together as one, that helps build your character. It helps make you what you're going to be in the future. Like I said, I look at these banners and I remember some of your parents, some of your grandparents. Ned Metcalf was one of the ones that was on the team. I see his daughter's up there. He was one of the ones. There was a lot of was always in everything that you could think of. Because my mom was a workaholic, from sunup to sundown, here I was. And that commitment is the same commitment I see in all of you. I know you've come a long way. And never did I think, when I was in school here, that today I'd be standing before you as your tribal president. And I had hard times in my life. In school, you know, there was ups and downs, but never give up. Never give up, because someday you're going to reach those goals, those levels to be proud of. 6 months ago, I stood here before some of you, I recognized you, and I gave you a talk, and that was for football. That was the beginning of my career now as being the tribal president. It's challenging, it's hard. Sometimes you wake up and you're not sure, is this what I really want to do? But you remember that you're here for a reason. You're here for your people. And your people are here today to congratulate you, to be proud of you, and to encourage you to go forward and to witness. St. Francis has always been able to get to that top level, and it's good to see you guys coming back strong for all of those in the audience to be proud of you. And I hope not only with football, basketball, track, cross country, we've always had a reputation. Look at what you see along the wall, and I'm sure there's more than that. But keep going forward, and as you get to your senior year, you plan to go to college, whatever you do, take this with you. Always be proud, because everybody here is proud of you. And like Pat said, if I don't stop now, I'm going to keep talking. So I just want to thank you all for supporting them. You're all wonderful. I told Alma, I said, let's do a cheer. Let's go, girls! Come on, come on, don't be shy. Just like the pepperoni, girl.
Get us fired up.
Girls, spread out.
I think that they need somebody to muscle basketball. All right, thank you, Kathy. At this time, we're going to ask some of you relatives that are sitting up there, maybe we've got some fathers, grandfathers, or even mothers. If you'd like to come out and share some words of encouragement to our team here. This time, we're going to be leaving the microphone open for, we have the, Georgia, you'll be our sergeant at arms, so they're allowed 3 minutes. But anybody wants to come and share some words of encouragement. I know a lot of you, we come to the basketball game, Did you notice that the girls could not cheer because they didn't have their uniform on? And then there wasn't no basketball shooting. So even they got butterflies. But we're gonna get loud on Tuesday, right, girls? Yeah. How many of you are making the plans to go to Miller? Well, I'd like to first maybe give the microphone over to my Hankashi here, Bonnie, to maybe share some words. Bonnie, I'm sure she was a cheerleader back in the 60s, or, yeah, she was, yep, back in the day too. So we got all these alumni that are here supporting all these young men here, so I'll double.
After we were getting ready to send you off, it brought back a lot of memories for me. Here among the crowd, there's many cheerleaders, basketball players. You come from a large family of St. Francis Commission and St. Francis Community School. I want you to remember that. You are not alone. You have a whole bunch of people backing you. They are family. All the people that you see, if you were a cheerleader here, stand up. Or a basketball player, stand up. Proud.
How you getting you? Yeah.
One time we went to Regis, some of those people were here today. Dan, Maria, Dar, Ed Walking, Lee, Batman. They're basketball players, and they let us to Regis. And I remember James charging. We were there, and Marie, his mother, had a big #1 hat. Shouldn't be the coach's hat, had faces, and see, we're #1. But today, here, you know, bad things like they say, we're ghetto area. We're not ghetto, we're champions. I remember Lionel Wardle coming to every game carrying his SF. He won a letter here when he was a basketball player, and he was proud. He always carried his letter. And he'd be here today if he was alive. And I remember yesterday when you guys were leaving, we stood in the street, honked our horn. We made a sign in the hurry. Tuesday when you go, there's going to be more people, and we're going to have red and gold on lighting the highway to Roseland. We pray for you, and we're going to win. And I was going to get out of here, and there was one time I could still hear. So they wore the red and gold. Be proud. We're going to wait and go up and down. Yesterday we were in Millstone, and we were eating when you guys won. Maria jumped up and she said, "We won!" in the cafe, and they all looked at us.
anybody else want to come share some beautiful words of encouragement to our team here? Like Bobby said, we are a warrior family. Some of you have pure spice, some of you come from different communities, but when we come into this gym, we're all one family, right? Hey, don't used to be this guy's family right here. Hey, we missed Robert Fish, right, at basketball games?
I'm not Robert Fish, but I'm James Victor. Without giving these, I'm going to stay on pages. I just give it come on behalf of my sister, my Coach Shaw over there, nephew, and my son Jean over there. We're real proud of you guys. Kind of hard to speak after Anthony Bonnie and all of that. Real good. You guys got a big support system here. Look up on that wall over there. On the 2005, part of that team. Ashton's dad, the Alondra Fast Force. Your dad was in and out of the team on that season. It was there. Guys have history here. Like Uncle and Auntie said, we have we're family here. Once a warrior, always a warrior. We live like that. Family. We feel like that. We stay united. We're always behind you guys, 100%, 110%. I made it to as much games as I could for you guys and supported you guys. Beginning of the season, you guys are like those baby deer, a little bit wobbling in the season like that. Once you guys got your feet on the ground, you guys became unstoppable. You guys are a tough team. That's right. There's a lot of countries, like Bonnie said, we're kind of underdogs. Once St. Francis comes to town, everybody, they're 10 toes down and ready to fight. They know what we're capable of. They don't ever let it off the gas on us. They don't. They keep pushing and pushing until they break you guys, but they can't do that. We're warriors. So you guys keep that momentum going. You guys got a lot of people behind you coming Tuesday. We're all gonna be there. We're gonna be there for you guys and support you guys. Maybe bring the drum group with you guys, keep you guys in the town or something. Have it like that. So, thank you guys, the community and the school board, Danny, everybody that put a part in this, being proud of the boys, holding you guys up like that, like honoring you guys for the community and the school, making it good for you guys. All your family showed up here. It's good to see all the relatives here show up for these young guys, giving them encouragement, standing behind them and helping them do that much better. Hearing all of these stories, but that team right there, those banners, we had a good coach that started us out too. You guys probably remember him, George Scott, senior. He was a real good coach. Right over there in Bigman, all these bigger gyms are used by the high school, middle school. They left us, 5th, 6th grade. Bigman Hall over there. They do, and George did his best with us. Brought us all the way up, even all the way up until we went to a big house over there, playing in winter and going to state, doing all of that. He was there, he watched us do it. He started us out, fundamental basketball, layup, shots, running. His rapid fire was the toughest, stand there, and once you get tired, you're running up and down, keep your legs going and running. He conditioned us that way, brought us up real good, made a real good team. So, I want to thank you guys for encouragement. Thank you guys for giving us a good season, playing your hearts out, playing your best, doing your best. Not only as athletes, but academics. But if you don't get your grades up, you ain't eligible to play. So, being in school, doing your work, the homework, even that's hard. Proud of you guys for doing that, stepping up in that, keeping your grades up. Keep going in school. Whatever you guys are, future endeavors are. Look at us, remind us, keep your chin up, keep your chest out. Walk like a warrior, be a proud warrior. Once a warrior, always a warrior.
think they kicked him out. They kicked him and his horses back over here, right, James?
All right, I got four more cheerleaders here. Jared. Wait now. Hello, everybody. I'm here to support the team, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the cheerleaders. We're very humble people, so I understand, the shyness. But you guys do have very loud voices when you yell at us or help us yell. But thank you. I just want to say thank you to the team, the boys. My son came from, he's a transfer, and it was really hard for us to make that choice, but it was it was a blessing in disguise because we were hurting as a family and we were unsure. But we're from St. Francis. Our family is from here, and it's hard to come back home, after my mom passed away. But we're here, and everybody was very welcoming and supportive, helped us to understand the healing of family and togetherness. And I'm just very grateful, for all of you boys for helping my son, Roger, who went through a really hard loss. And you all supported him and gave him words of encouragement, and you kept his head above water because he wanted to let go. He really wanted to just let it go. He's lost his grandpa. It was really a hard thing, but you all shared with him your experiences. He sees that you guys had hard times too, and if you just hung in there and kept going to practice, kept taking the next step and doing one thing at a time, and he made it through. And I'm really grateful for you guys for teaching him, teammates. You taught him a lot, and I can express how grateful I am. I'm a single mother, and that helps me. That helps me when even my other son is on the team, and you brought him up too, and you helped me with him too. So thank you guys for staying positive. I wanted to say thank you to the coaches too, because I live at the village, so I come bring them to practice and just wait around here. And then I got to come into, while they were practicing time and time again, and it's really, really such a positive, strong environment, and I'm really grateful for you, Clyde and Josh and Drew, for working with my sons. That helps me as a mom. You don't know how much, I'm grateful for being honest with them. Where I couldn't, as a mother, as a woman, I couldn't show my sons some of those things, but you were honest with them, and you worked with them, and you encouraged them, and I want to say thank you to TJ, because when I was making the decision to come over here, he encouraged me, and he said a lot of positive things. He didn't promise me anything, but he said, I'll help you. I'll help you, and we'll see how we're going to get through this. And that's all I needed to know. I didn't need any promises. I just needed someone to be honest and to reach out. And that was really, I'm really grateful for that. But I want to thank everybody, the fans and the families who've been very welcoming to us. And I'm proud of you guys.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Laura Wallace. I am very proud of the basketball team, the coaches and the cheerleaders and the parents who brought up this scar. Well, they're in timeout. We were a little rambunctious. Ethan was sitting like this and he was like, oh, Grandma, I'm in timeout, you know. And I was really upset. How dare she put my granddaughter in timeout? But you know what? Setting those boundaries, setting those expectations. Look at where you are today. You're leading this team. You're the people that I'm very thankful for Deb putting you guys in timeout when you were younger. I'm very appreciative of all of y'all. I think these young men who come to decide to vote in St. Francis, you guys are putting us back on the map. We're the top 16 teams, one of them, in the state of South Dakota. Come Tuesday, will be the Elite Eight. So I'm thankful you all. I watched the game yesterday in Cambridge, and of course everybody thought that they were going to beat us. Boy, that stamina you guys had. When you're at this level, when you get to the end of your season, your coach can't tell you guys what to do because he taught you what he needed to do this far. You have to remember now, keeping your cool on that court, remembering those plays, and when the coach says, okay, team, get it together. Remember why they're there. Remember what you guys are there as a team. Remember what your plays are. Hey, I'm not much of a big athletic person. My sister should know here when St. Francis in '83 went to Wagner. Our coach Mitch, we were on our way to a volleyball tournament. He says, any of you girls go, you're off on team. Do you think I listened? I was on the bus to go cheer, and I was waving, and the volleyball coach or the volleyball team was sitting there. He kicked my ass off the team the next day. I didn't get to do it, but he did. So I learned my lesson the hard way. But today I am so proud to stand in front of you guys and say thank you. Thank you for being the athletes. Thank you for the cheerleaders. You guys really made us proud. And I will say I will be there. Thank you.
All right, another couple. We got another speaker, and we're going to go back to the tribal chairwoman. We're also going to hear from the coach, Clyde, and then I believe Elda has the girls want to do another cheer. Then we'll have the drum group do the honor song, then a real prayer, and then we're going to eat after that. So that's kind of our deity. But all right, somebody's happy we're going to eat. That's their cheer. But if anybody else wants to come up, the microphone is still open.
Coach, speech.
Anybody else? We got a few minutes before we turn it over to the coach, but before we do that, Kathy's got her finishing remarks as well. So anybody else? I know Deb is looking like you really want to talk over there. Deb, I believe, was a cheerleader back in the day as well. I think Deb was in class of 1967? 69. Class of 1969, she was a cheerleader here at that time. But before we go anywhere, here is James.
You guys are streaming tonight?
Yeah.
Then I'm looking around the crowd and I see a lot of proud parents, a lot of proud grandparents. So we still have the mic open. Maybe Damien, you could come share some words. Damien likes to talk. I know he's really quiet, but he's also a council rep in the past, so I know he can talk. So Damien, come on down and give the boys some encouragement. I know you're a dedicated band of St. Francis. All right, girls say, Damien, Damien. Hey. I'm over here looking at Deb, but she's already giving me the sign. No, no, no. After this, we're going to hear the coach. So Clyde, no paper written, just come and speak from the heart. All right, Mary's going to talk too, right? Yeah, that's good. Always once a warrior, always a warrior. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And once a couple, always a couple.
Hello, everybody. I watched these boys all last summer. They can do it. All just have to come together. So I just want to say,
Yeah, you know, they came up together and Damon was talking and Mary said, he already said what I was going to say. So I'm not going to say anything. Anybody else? You got hello. All right, if not, we're going to be hearing from the coach. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our basketball coach, our captain race.
How's everybody doing? I said this a lot the last couple of days. I guarantee we don't win either of those games without the fans. You guys packed it up. You guys got a lot for us. I know it was a little bit of a different atmosphere that first playoff game, but you guys were still getting a lot for us, and I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys. When I first came here, you know, I had to change a little bit. I used to just, you know, I wanted to win, you know, that's what it's really about. And towards, I want to say, halfway through the season last year, really, around my time, I started realizing, you know, it wasn't really about winning anymore. It was just about, you know, impacting lives and making these kids into men. And I talk to these guys all the time, and you can ask them, like, well, I hope they would say that, you know, I've made an impact on their life and in a positive way. I know a lot, they get cussed out a lot by me, but, you know, at the end of the day, they still hold it down, and I'm really appreciative for each and every one of them and the impact they've made on my life as well. And it's not a lot to say after those wicked speeches. I just want to thank everybody, and hey, job isn't done yet.
You're right. You know, some of us older ones were always taught not to speak to the son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws like that. But today's time, what they call time reference. So I know I really call him Clyde, but he's also a son-in-law. So anyhow, but if nobody else is coming up, we're going to turn the microphone one more time over to our tribal chairwoman. She was talking, and then she ended up at page 1. So we're going to go to page 2. And then we're going to do a cheer with the cheerleaders, and then we're going to do an honor song, and then a real prayer, and then we're going to eat. Kathy?
Thank you. Like I said, I can really talk a lot, so I cut myself off. But I forgot one more thing that's really important that I want to share. To each of you boys and you girls, remember who you are and where you came from. And always be proud. Because I'm very proud of you, and I'm trying to cry. Sorry, that's my compassion. But I just wanted to tell you that I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be working. However, I'm going to be there with you in heart and spirit and be cheering on my office. And I just wanted those of you that work for the tribe to know that I will be granting administrative leave for the bands that to go and support these young men. And with that, I want to give each of you a hug and wish you good luck.
Hold up. You know, we're following the agenda, but it's always good to try to tweak the agenda and do the best we can. So again, we're going to turn the microphone back over to Danny.
Right, I appreciate your guys' patience, girls, or young men, but just remain, for fans, St. Francis has school virtual Tuesday, virtual Wednesday. We're only gonna go till noon on Tuesday, so everyone can get to the game. On Wednesday, we start at 10 a.m. virtual because it's gonna be a late night after we win. So, reminder, we do have sign-up sheets for community and for students. I will be paying students' weighs in again, and we will be feeding them, so make sure you're on the list.
Hey, Danny. Some parents want to know, what about the alumni? All right, in closing, all right, listen up, boys. I'm going to share my little input and my support for each and every one of you. Like I mentioned, on the history of St. Francis basketball, we had a lot of good teams here, going back into the 60s, into the 70s, and into the 80s as well. My brother Alfonso played here with James back in '83. But I played for St. Francis in '74, '73. Not to change the subject, but if you look up there on those banners, I've been with the St. Francis cross-country team 72, 73, and 74. And so I was a part of that team. Today, when you look at the banner in 1974, all my cross-country mates have made their journey. And I'm the last of that team that went to state, took state that year. Our coach was Father Gill, and he's no longer here. The latest one that just made his journey was Mr. Gilly running a couple weeks ago. Tony Iron, Orville Horns, and myself. So I am the last living on that banner of 1974. But in 1975, like I mentioned, 1974, my Tashi Ned Metcalf, him and I, we played here at that old gym. And we made it to regions, and we got beat by Wagner, I believe it was. 1975, we got beat by Stickney in an overtime, 76-77. And just like you on last night, 57-58, those barn burners, oh man, sometimes when you lose, It's okay, you know, we did our best. But I want to encourage each and every one of you that you represent not only St. Francis Indian School, but you represent your parents and your Tioshua as well. So how you conduct yourself on that floor, everybody's watching you. Like we say in the Powell World, there's millions of people watching on YouTube. Back then we didn't have YouTube, so nobody really watched how we played out there. But today you're being watched by everybody. Those that can't make the games, they're sitting there watching you. So always conduct yourself as a good way to represent your family, the school, and the Rosebud Sioux tribe. And always remember that when you start falling apart, that's when the team starts to fall apart. When you have one person that gets upset, it brings the morale in each and every one of you. So when you start feeling like that, shake it off, just play your hardest. And as a native team, I'm going to tell each and every one of you that you're going into a country, a county that they probably don't have a lot of Indian teams in that area. So you might be playing 7 players or 8 players, 5 of the 3 referees. But just play your hardest, give it your best, because that game is not over till the buzzer goes off, right? So give it your best, keep your head up, and always remember that those of us that almost made it, you will make it. And we're going to be there to support you as well at that time. So at this time, we're going to come back to the drum group to share. Hold on. Wait, one more. My sister was going to. Hey, 15 other children that she's waving at me.
I have 4 former cheerleaders here. They're going to do a crowd cheer. Only Amanda, Jeff, Jared, Mariah. They're going to do a crowd cheer. I've been a cheer coach for over 30 years. I'm on my second generation of kids here. I like my first kids. I'm going to wish you guys good luck. We'll be with you guys.
Hey, these are all former cheerleaders. Hey, my daughter, Olawami. So let's see if they can speak loud, because I know Olawami's not at home.
Give me an S! S! Who are you rooting for? A little louder now. Who are you rooting for? A little louder now. Here we go, Warriors. Here we go. Here we go, Warriors. Here we go. Here we go, Warriors. Here we go. Here we go, Warriors. Here we go.
All right, let's hear for our former cheerleaders of St. Francis Indian School. Watch the stage. How about Bonnie? Bonnie, you remember a cheer from the 60s? If you're a warrior, then you know it. What is it? Yeah. How about that one that goes, where's Robert Fish? Hey, when he hit, he's gone. If you're a warrior, then you know it. Stomp your feet. You remember that? Yep. Remember, you started that, right? Yeah. All right, at this time, we're going to be going over here to the drum group to give us a beautiful encouragement song. And I'm going to ask all these beautiful relatives to come through, shake hands. And always remember that when you shake hands, that's the extension of the feelings of your heart. So if you're having a crappy evening, oh, hey, wait, before we do that, you're going to pick, yeah. So, so always remember that if you're having a crappy evening, don't shake hands, because we want these boys to have good feelings. So why not? hands, friends and relatives, we're going to be offering a meal prayer so that each and every one of you could rush into the commons area and have a meal. Oče, tukaš lo kada ne teke ole stato ti vodi hago energy dina. Hoi api toka odapi uyon ki apo hina ne degla stato bikelena monta we chose on you chupitelo. We send this prayer with this food to all the relatives that have gone before us so that you touch it, that each and every one of you may get nourishment and eating good health from it. All right, keep going. Grab a bite once you're done shaking hands. In closing, all the basketball players, remember, keep focused. Just play your best and play your game. For all the parents that are making the trip up there, again, we ask you to have a good, we ask the Creator to bless your road, that you may have a good day that day. And we ask that all the snow be held until we get home. Amen.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.